Hey everyone, welcome back. Get ready, because today we're diving headfirst into the future.
The future of AI, that is.
That's right. Specifically, the top 10 AI trends set to completely transform, well, pretty much everything by 2025.
No small feat.
Definitely not. And to guide us on this deep dive, we're turning to, well, a video, really, by Bernard Moore.
Ah, yes, Bernard Moore. He's a pretty well-known futurist and an author, too.
Exactly. So we figured, hey, why not use his predictions as, like, a roadmap for where AI is headed?
Sounds like a plan.
It does, doesn't it?
Sure.
And the cool part is, this isn't just about, robots and spaceships, though I do love those.
Of course, who doesn't?
Right. But seriously, these trends touch on, like, everything. How we work, how our cities function, even, the kind of world our kids will grow up in.
I think what's most fascinating, though, is how AI is becoming, well, less about the tech itself and more about solving these huge global challenges.
That's a good point.
Like climate change, cybersecurity, things like that. AI's influence is it's everywhere now. You ready to jump in?
Absolutely. Let's do it. Mars number 10 trend is all about sustainability.
Ugh.
He calls it sustainable AI.
Catchy.
It is. Basically, the idea is, can we use AI to optimize, well, everything, really, from how we use resources to how we design our cities, even how we produce food. Give some really concrete examples.
Right, like using AI to monitor crops, making sure they get just the right amount of water, or managing traffic flow in cities to reduce congestion and emissions.
Pretty cool stuff. But I got to ask, is AI like the silver bullet for a greener future? Or could, I don't know, focusing so much on AI solutions distract us from other efforts?
That's the million-dollar question, and honestly, I think it's a bit of both.
Yeah.
Like any tool, AI has its limitations,
Okay.
and we definitely can't just rely on technology to solve all our environmental problems.
Yeah.
But that being said, AI does have the potential to be a powerful force for good in this area. It's all about how we use it, being mindful of the potential downsides as well.
Totally. And speaking of potential downsides, one area where AI's role is, well, kind of controversial is cybersecurity.
Yeah. Cyber threats are becoming more, well, sophisticated.
Yeah.
And AI is being used, well, on both sides, both to defend against attacks and to launch them.
Kind of a double-edged sword.
Exactly. But Mar does highlight some really interesting ways AI is being used to beef up our defenses.
Okay, like what?
Well, like automating threat detection, so spotting those sneaky malware attacks before they can do any real damage.
Got it.
He even talks about AI-driven boot camps to educate users about cybersecurity best practices.
So interesting, like virtual training simulations or something?
Something like that. The goal is to create this, like, more proactive security culture where everyone's aware of the risks.
I like that.
But what I find most promising are these new AI tools that can analyze massive amounts of data, like huge amounts, to actually predict and prevent attacks before they even happen.
Now that's next level stuff. Imagine if, like, companies could use AI to protect their networks in real time. Or, even individual users could have that kind of protection on their devices.
It's getting there. It really is. And it's not just about reacting to threats anymore.
Right.
It's about getting ahead of the curve.
I like that. Getting ahead of the curve. Okay, speaking of which, how about this whole quantum AI thing? Like, AI with a turbocharged brain, right?
Well, it's a bit more nuanced than that, but you're on the right track. Quantum computing uses these principles of quantum mechanics, which are, well, let's just say they're a bit mind-bending.
Quantum physics always gives me a headache.
Hmm.
But humor me. How does this quantum stuff actually affect AI?
Okay, so instead of bits, which are like the ones and zeros in our regular computers, quantum computers use qubits.
Okay.
And the crazy thing is, a qubit can be both a 1 and a 0 at the same time.
Whoa, I'm officially lost.
It's okay. It takes a while to wrap your head around, but the key takeaway is that this allows for exponentially faster processing
Okay.
and the ability to tackle problems that are just, like, impossible for even the most powerful computers we have today.
All right, so big implications then. What
Yeah.
kinds of problems are we talking about?
Oh, man. We're talking revolutionizing drug discovery, designing new materials with crazy properties, even, creating much more accurate financial models.
Okay, so big important stuff.
Exactly. Stuff
Yeah.
that could change the world.
I can see why Mars is excited about it.
Uh,
But let's be real. With all this incredible power comes a lot of responsibility.
you got it.
That's why he's also stressing the need for, what do you call it? AI legislation and regulation.
Yeah, absolutely. As AI gets more powerful and integrated into everything, finance, healthcare, even law enforcement, We need some serious ground rules. We need laws and regulations to make sure it's developed and used ethically and responsibly. Think of it like, regulations we have for things like nuclear energy or pharmaceuticals.
Yeah. Powerful tools need, well, careful handling.
Exactly. It's not enough to just focus on the amazing things AI can do.
Right.
We also have to think about the potential risks and how to mitigate them.
Makes sense. Okay. Moving on to something a little closer to home, at least for me.
Yeah.
Next-gen voice assistants. Mars predicting they're going to become, like, way more integrated into our lives.
Way more.
Which, I mean, I feel like I already talk to my phone more than I talk to actual humans.
Yeah.
But where does it go from here?
Well, just imagine voice assistants that not only respond to your commands, set an alarm or play my favorite song,
Yeah.
but they actually anticipate your needs.
Oh, wow.
They learn your preferences, they understand your goals, and they offer proactive assistance.
Like a super smart personal assistant who knows you better than you know yourself.
Exactly.
Okay, that's a little creepy, but also kind of cool.
A bit of both, for sure.
But let's shift gears again, because this next one is, well, it's kind of mind-blowing.
Yep.
Generative video, AI, that can literally create video content from simple text prompts.
You give it a few words and boom, a video appears.
That's wild.
And it's not just, simple animations. We're talking about realistic, high-quality video simulations.
So, like, imagine creating training videos for your company.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Or personalized educational content. Or, heck, even entire movies with AI as the director.
Okay, hold on. So anyone could just make a video about anything. I mean, what happens to, like, truth and authenticity when that's possible?
That's the big question, isn't it? We're entering this, what Marr calls a post-truth world,
Okay, a post-truth world.
where it's getting harder and harder to distinguish real from fake. Deepfakes are already a problem, but this takes it to a whole new level.
Yeah, it's like we need to develop this whole new set of skills to critically evaluate information, especially online.
Totally. We need better BS detectors, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And, I mean, is AI part of the solution here?
It can be.
Yeah.
There are AI-powered tools being developed that can help identify deepfakes and other manipulated content.
Good.
But ultimately, it's up to each of us to be more discerning consumers of information, to question what we see and hear.
All right, we got to be more vigilant.
Exactly.
Okay. On to Mars' top trend, the one he believes will have the biggest impact on, well, pretty much everyone. Seamless workplace integration. So, are robots coming for our jobs? Is that what we're talking about here?
Not necessarily. It's more about AI becoming this, collaborative partner in the workplace.
Okay.
Augmenting our capabilities, helping us be more creative, productive, and efficient. Think about AI tools that can analyze data, automate those repetitive tasks that we all hate,
Oh, yeah?
and even provide real-time insights and recommendations.
So it's not about AI replacing us. It's about AI helping us be better at what we do.
Exactly. It's about freeing up human potential to focus on the things that, only humans can do.
That's a much more optimistic take. So AI is a tool, not a threat. Wow. What a journey. We've covered everything from quantum leaps in computing to the ethical challenges of AI in our lives.
And everything in between. It's clear that AI is evolving at a crazy pace, and it's going to touch every aspect of our world.
That's for sure.
The key takeaway: we need to be informed, engaged, and proactive in shaping this future.
I agree.
It's not just about the technology itself, it's about how we choose to use it. What kind of world do we want to build with AI?
Such a good point. So, what are your thoughts? Which of these trends resonated most with you? What are you excited about? And what are you, well, maybe a little worried about?
Yeah, we'd love to hear your perspective.
Hit us up on social media, leave a comment, you know the drill.
And until next time, keep exploring the future.
It's going to be a wild ride, folks.